Hello, good morning. Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a full day of eating. Now originally I was on 5,200 calories and I was going to show you guys exactly what I eat to get that amount of calories in order to keep my fats low and hit my macros. But yesterday I had my calories dropped because we're actually going into a bit of a mini cut now. So I'm going to go over later on in the video why we mini cut, how to mini cut efficiently. But for now, this is what I have for breakfast. So meal one, I've got 120 grams of muesli with 250 ml of almond milk. And then I've got 500 ml of cranberry juice. And then obviously my morning supplements. I just take all of my supplements in the morning, that way I remember to take them all. If I had to space them out and take them throughout the day, I'd probably end up forgetting most days. So yeah, that's breakfast. The macros are on the screen here. So the first thing I want to cover is why we mini cut. So there's many different reasons that you may mini cut. Using myself as an example, I've been on a bulk for about 42 weeks, something like that. So that's a long time to be in a calorie surplus. So you have to allow your body a break every now and then because you're putting so much food into it, it's constantly working. So you need to give your digestive system a little break from that amount of food. Also, it's used as a tidy up. So if you put on a bit too much water weight, a bit too much body fat, then you can pull it back slightly. Another good reason that we mini cut, to reset appetite. So like I say, being in a surplus for that long, you don't really get hungry. You don't really crave food. Going back into a deficit or bringing the calories down slightly to drop a bit of water weight, a bit of body fat, that just allows your body to kind of think, hang on, we don't need to work as hard because we're not getting as much fuel, we're not getting as much food in. So it just allows it to come back down to a kind of maintainable, workable state, and then puts you in a good position to push up again. So that is the plan with me right now. So had my calories drop yesterday. I've implemented that. Still eating all the same foods, just smaller quantities. Breakfast is exactly the same, to be fair. Something like cranberry juice. This is something that initially, like, I should probably take out now because it's drinking calories and it's always better to eat the calories than drink them. But I had cranberry juice left over, so I'm just going to use this, and then after that, cranberry juice to be dropped. Motherfuckers. There we go. So yeah, going to get this meal down me now, wait about an hour, and then I'm going to head to the gym. So not going to show you guys my intra workout because you already know that from previous videos. So see you for meal two, which is my pre-workout of choice at the minute is the Nova Pump Neuro from a Nova Farm. Really, really good pre-workout. Comes in amazing flavours, tastes good. Comes with a very, very good ingredient profile and breakdown. There's no blends or anything, so you know exactly what's in it. It's got good doses of everything that you need to get a good pump and great focus. So that's my go-to at the minute. One scoop of that. See, the scoop's quite big. Funny story, the first time I used it, most pump pre-workouts are 2 scoops. I 2-scooped this bad boy, and then I tried it. I was like, oh, that's a bit fucking strong. And found out that it's only meant to be 1 scoop is 2 servings on that. So yeah, if you've got that, don't make the same mistake that I made. Make sure you only use 1 scoop, not 2. Okay, so I'm back from the gym. Decent little quads and delt session. Some arms on the end. It's my post-workout meal now. So what I've got here is 120 grams of wheat oats, 2 scoops of isotope protein, 1 banana and 2 strawberry saurian bars. So it's quite a carb heavy meal, but then I've just trained, so I want to get most of my carbs around my training window, pre, intra and post. So this is probably my biggest carb meal of the day. Macros on the screen for you there. And I'm going to get this in, and then I've got to go get little man from nursery. So while I'm eating this, I like to just catch up on YouTube videos. So see you guys for meal 3. Okay, that's post-workout done. Let's go pick up the gremlin. Okay, time for meal 3. So this one's going to be turkey mince. Got some onions and pepper. Basmati rice. A little bit of seasoning on there, a little bit of chili seasoning. Just to get some flavours in it. When it comes to your rice, you might find sometimes that it's really starchy. Best way to do it is to get rid of all the water. Then, if it's too starchy, add a bit of water to it. Give it a little stir. And do the same thing again. And when you find that all the rice sticks to the back, like that, so you can tip it up without it all falling forward, then you know all the starch has come out, or most of it. And you're good to go. Boom. Sorted. There you go. Usually this would have been 140 grams of rice with 125 grams of turkey mince, but where my calories have been reduced, carbs have been reduced by quite a lot. I've only got 100 grams now, which is still, you know, above an average portion, still a substantial amount, but that's the key to it. So when you go into a deficit, just keep eating the same foods you usually eat, just reduce your portion size slightly. So you can still, you know, still eat the things you enjoy, still eat the things that your body's used to, just slightly smaller portions. Excuse me. Thanks.
He's gone again.
Bit hot in it. Okay, time for the next meal. This is meal 4. So for this one, I'm having 5% beef mince, just having it with rice again, pepper and onion. All of these meals are spaced roughly 2 hours apart. That just allows enough time for digestion. If you're eating too close together, then the food's just going to get backlogged in your system. You're not going to digest it. You're not going to absorb all the nutrients that your body needs or that you want to get from the food. It's just going to go to waste. So make sure there's at least a 2 hour gap. I'd say 2 hours is minimum, but just make sure there's a sufficient amount of time between each meal to allow for digestion. Also, drinking plenty of water between helps with digestion too, so make sure you're staying hydrated, especially in this hot weather. The macros for this meal are over here. As you can see, in each meal, it's spaced out relatively evenly in terms of fats, carbs and proteins. My fat source today, because it's a training day, is going to come a bit later on. On a rest day when the fats are higher, fats are spread more evenly throughout the day. So on a training day, I like to get my carbs in the morning when I'm training, because my carbs are still quite high, calories are still quite high. I get my carbs in throughout the day as well, and fats are kind of like something that I just fit in as and when. It doesn't really matter too much. On a rest day, I kind of prioritise fats a bit more, get more avocado in, more eggs, some low fat cheese, stuff like that. So, okay, meal 4, let's do it. Hello, mister. Chicken dinner. Put this one in there. Put that one in there then. Ready? Pick up. Put that one. Put that one. Pick up. Just while I'm waiting for meal 4 to cook, I thought it would be a good opportunity to explain to you guys 2 different ways you can approach a mini cut. Now, depending where you are in your fitness journey, depending on what your goals are after the mini cut, depends which route you might take. So a mini cut is generally used when you're going from a bulking phase to another bulking phase. It's kind of used as a little tidy up section before going into another bulk, because if you bulk for weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months on end, then eventually you're going to accrue so much water weight and excess body fat that you just don't need. So the first main way is to drop your calories by a substantial amount, which will be about 1,000 to 1,500, and add in cardio. Now this is quite aggressive, and this should be around the 4 to 6 week range. If you're aiming just to tidy up, you want to be in and out as quick as possible, then that's probably a good approach. Now that being said, if you've not been doing any cardio in your off season, like myself, then adding in lots of cardio is probably going to give you a few niggles. It might flare up old injuries. It could even give you new injuries because you're adding in too much, especially if you're training to high volume already. You need to be careful with that method. If you're already doing cardio in your off season, then there's no reason you can't intensify that cardio slightly. So I'd say that's a good option for someone that's already doing cardio, and if you just want to get in and out quick. Now the second option is a little bit longer, so I'd say 6 to 8 to 10 weeks maybe, and that would be to gradually reduce your calories. So initially take a big hit down of about 1,000, but then gradually reduce from there. You don't want to go 1,000, 2 weeks later another 1,000. You want to reduce them by 1,000, then 200 to 400 every couple of weeks, depending on how your body reacts to it, because you don't want to drop too much too quick, because you'll notice a big hit in strength. And the whole idea of the mini cut is to maintain your strength, to maintain as much size as possible, but just drop the water and excess body fat that you're carrying. So I mean, if you're doing a mini cut for 4 weeks, you're not going to drop a substantial amount of body fat, but you can definitely drop a lot of water and get your appetite back up there. If you're in an off season eating a lot of calories, then it can be good just to dip out of it and then back into your surplus into your off season, because eating a lot of food does take its toll. Your appetite dwindles and you're not hungry anymore. So it can be good just to vary it up. Take a little mini cut, a little bit of time to reset, and then go again. Wait, no. Oscar, what are you doing? Oscar, you're not a dog. Meal number 5 is 2 bagels, 50 grams of peanut butter. That is all. This is day 1 of my mini cut. I'm going to post some pictures up here now of my start position for the mini cut, and then in say 4 weeks time I'm going to do some comparison photos for you all, and then you can kind of see the progress I've made in 4 weeks. Hopefully I would have dropped some water, maybe a little bit of body fat as well. But that's just my starting point so that you all can see where I'm starting from. I'm still going to release 1 video every week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, and follow my journey, follow along. I've still got 1 more meal to get in, so stay tuned for that last final meal. Final meal's going in now. So I've got 80 grams of rice pops and just 1 scoop of my protein impact whey. So that's all my meals for the day. I'm going to post the macros for this final meal up here. And that is everything for the day. On training days, pretty much, I mean, sometimes it changes a little bit. Sometimes I add some new stuff in, like chicken sausages or some lean burgers, stuff like that. But most of the time I just stick to turkey mince or beef mince with rice. Rice is easy to digest. So I'm going to put the whole totals up here. And as you can see, I was 2 grams under on protein, I was 8 grams over on carbs, and I was 1 gram under on fat. So that's pretty much bang on for the day. That's what you should aim for. You should aim for getting it as close as you can to your macros every single day. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'll do another full day of eating pretty soon, which will be like a rest day, calories and macros. And I'm sure as my calories come down further through this mini cut, I'll keep you all updated with the things that I'm eating and maybe do some more full days of eating. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.